Hi, everybody. I am having a lazy day outside in my hammock. As you can tell, the Christmas lights. This is December, so it's almost going to be Christmas soon. I'm so excited. Um, it has been the craziest 2 weeks. Oops. Happy. It has been the craziest couple of weeks. Family members being sick, work schedules being intense. My darling has a big test coming up, so studying to the extreme. Let's see what else has been going on. My life is kind of hectic, but I still feel extremely grateful and at peace. It's hard to explain. Yeah, I have my moments where I'm not happy. I feel sad. I feel this. I feel that. But I have so many things to be grateful for. Fluffy butt dogs. His hair got a little wet, so it looks like it's parted down the middle. I have so many things to be grateful for. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I have the ability to know how to cook food, so that's a good thing. I have a wonderful spouse that is my teammate, my partner, my equal, not better than me, not under me. I'm grateful for that. I'm just feeling gratitude for the whole day. Actually, for my whole life. I may have gone through some hard times. For those that don't know, I'll probably explain some of the hard times later on. But I feel grateful. I think the hard times are what make me stronger, what make me better, what make me me. I love the fact that no matter what, I am always learning. I am always processing. I have been blessed to be born now where there is so much to learn, so much to experience. I know some people, they're like, oh, my poor life, my poor this, my poor that. But if they would just open up their brain and their eyes and see the world around them, it's an amazing place. Yeah, I live in an apartment, teeny tiny, whatever. I have a balcony, but I am making the best of my balcony, and I am so in love with my balcony. Like, this hammock right now is hanging on my balcony. I found a way to do it. I am so in love. This is my space. This is my personal happy place. I love it. I have chairs out here. I have a mirror out here. Well, the mirror's out here only because I needed to cut my hair, so fresh shave. Woo! I have my potted plants out here. I have sweet potato, peppermint, rosemary, tomatoes. They haven't produced anything yet, but they're beautiful plants. Let's see, what else do I have? I have ginger. I have basil. Did I say basil? Peppermint, basil, sweet potato. I have some radishes. I want to try and do spinach because I would really like to have that on hand, like actually growing spinach. But I have a funny feeling that I shouldn't start any more plants until after my wonderful, sweet spouse gets her license and gets the job that is her dream. I can't wait. I'm excited about our new adventure coming up. It's going to be a brand new year, a brand new adventure. So many things I feel deep down inside are going to change for the better. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you know how you know something, but you don't know how to explain that you know that you know? Yeah, that's kind of me right now. I feel so many things deep down that I know, and I don't know how to explain them. And if I was to explain them, people would be like, ugh, yeah, you're making that up. You're being silly. Yeah, it's all in your head. So a lot of things I keep to myself. Unfortunately, I do. And the only reason that I do is because I don't want people putting me down just because they don't believe. Just because somebody doesn't believe in something does not give them a right to put somebody else down. It's like, if you believe in Santa Claus, yes, there is a Santa Claus. If you don't believe in Santa Claus, well then, hey, there's a spirit of Christmas that lives in my heart, and that's good enough for me. So yeah, it's all to me about, I don't know, it's about trusting myself. I think my whole life has been about learning how to trust myself. I wish I had been taught this at a younger age. How to trust my instincts, how to trust myself, how to know how to not be taken advantage of, how to know how to take care of myself in a way that I don't need anybody else. Because honestly, I am now at the point where I don't feel like I need anybody else. I want my spouse around, but I don't feel like I need her around. Like, I'm in love with her. I am happy. I'm grateful. But I really don't feel like I need her around to validate me. I just think that I want her around because she's my partner. She's fun. She's a blast. She's silly. Not quite as silly as me. She doesn't have purple hair. But hey, I gotta be sillier, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. What else do I want to share with you guys? My life is interesting. I've been told that by many people. They're like, oh, you should write a book. Oh, you should write a blog. Oh, you should. So this is technically kind of sort of my blog. Blog, vlog, video log, vlog. Anyways, whatever the name is, this is it. I am happy with me. I am grateful. I will one of these days give you a tour of my little teeny tiny balcony, and after I clean it up. I think I still have purple hair shavings everywhere. So I'll give you a tour of my happy. Stop it. I'll give you a tour of my tiny balcony and yeah, tell you what I plan on doing with it. And if we're going to stay, I plan on doing a couple of things with it. If we're not, I plan on adjusting it accordingly and, not really downsizing, but making it more portable, I guess you could say. And then seeing about where we're going to go next and have an adventure with that. So I think that should be a lot of fun. Like I said, life is an adventure. There's no reason to not enjoy every step of it. Like right now today, it's a little bit on the brisk side. It's foggy. It's kind of dreary and humid. Kind of like one of those days is like people usually get depressed. I don't know why I don't get depressed. I've never gotten depressed during the rainy, cloudy, foggy days. In fact, I feel like it's a time to rest, refocus, and relax instead of get depressed, sad, and mope. So I am very, very grateful that today is my day off of work, and I have been told by quite a few people that I should just be lazy because I've worked for about, I think 4 days in a row, 3 days in a row, something like that. And I'm going to have my one day off and then I'm going to work for another 4 days in a row or something like that. So a couple days in a row. So, 3 days. I don't know. We'll see. Hold on. Friday, Saturday. So yeah, 3 days in a row. So I'm grateful that I get this day off and I'm grateful that it's cloudy and dreary. Honestly, it makes me feel like I'm needing the rest and nature is in agreement. And it's kind of awesome because have you ever noticed that when it gets cloudy and dreary and humid or rainy or something like that, or even stormy, you notice how happy the plants look? Like they look so crazy happy. I don't know why humans can't be that crazy happy. It's so simple to just enjoy the weather as it is. It's like enjoy the weather, enjoy the moment, enjoy the time that you have with the people that you love. It's fascinating. Because my sweet potato plant, if I showed it to you, you'd see the, like right here. Let's see if I can get the camera to behave itself. Okay, you see some of these leaves, like this one here? I think a little bit of the cold got a hold of it. Poof! Fuck a duck. Oh, what was that? Oh, I ripped my hammock. Oh my god, I'm so sad. That's okay. It has been quite a few years that I've had this thing. I guess it was about time it did something besides make me happy all the time. Okay, anyways, so it has my sweet potato plant, back to my plant. It has some issues with where the cold got a hold of it and the frost kind of nipped at its leaves. But since the weather has changed to a slightly drearier, cool but not ice cold kind of feeling with the humidity, let me show you, see if I can find some really pretty, let's see if I can get the angle right without rocking. I mean, there's some beautiful plant growth right there. And then up on this thing, I don't know if that got it. I don't know if you saw that or not. It's climbing my, I don't know how to angle my phone right, but it's climbing my balcony railing, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, here's another tendril. Like, it's beautiful. I don't know. It just looks happy. I have dug in there a couple months ago to see what the sweet potatoes, because this was an experiment. It was my first experiment. Dug in there to see if my sweet potatoes were actually growing, and was very pleasantly surprised the fact that it was actually growing. I'm like just super thrilled. So I actually had like baby sweet potatoes. Like, they were like, yeah, I think the biggest one was like about that big, like, you know. And I was able to cut it up a little bit. And then I had some tinier ones, but I separated them, put the plants back in. The ones that still had good growth on them, put them back in, and then put the sweet potatoes that I was going to cook. I cooked them up. It was really nice. It was really fun. Yeah, my peppermint. I have 2 pots of peppermint. It went crazy, and I love it. I think that's the one right there. Let's see if I can get the angle there. That right there. See that? It's gone crazy. It looks like it might need a little bit of water. Anyways, gratefulness. It's like how I know a couple of people that are going through some really, really, really heart-wrenching, horrible moments right now. And I'm trying to, it's hard to encourage people when you're not going through it yourself. I understand that. But I also understand that being happy isn't something people can make you. People can't make you happy. Things can't make you happy. You can get all the people, all the friends. You can have an extremely doting, loving, compassionate spouse that is nothing but your, like, practically your footstool, like, you know, kind of person doing everything for you. You can have the most riches. You can have everything on your side, everything going perfect, everything daisies and rainbows. And if you're not happy on the inside, none of that's going to make you happy. I mean, you're going to look at the daisies and you're going to say, "Oh my gosh, those daisies are crooked." Or you're going to look at your spouse and be like, "Oh, you're too perfect. Can you please stop?" It's like, if you're going to complain about something, you will complain about something. If you're not going to be happy, you're not going to be happy. It's just if it's in you to not be happy, guess what? You're not going to be happy. And I think that the people that are happy, even through the hardest times, I think that other people have a tendency to say, "Oh, well, you're happy, so that means that you don't really get the depth of the situation." No, I get the depth of the situation. I understand the depth way more than you can possibly imagine. I don't like to dwell on the depth because I see If I keep looking down into the depth, yes, I'm going to end up in the despair that everybody else is in. If I am in the depth or in the pit or in that moment, all I have to do is look up or even look at the walls. I mean, I don't even have to look up to see the light. All I have to do is look at the walls. And if the walls have a form of shadow of any kind, that means there's light coming through, right? So I don't even have to look all the way to the top to know that this is temporary. Everything is temporary. Everybody is like, oh, well, you only live once. Was that YOLO? Bleh, I hate that. But yeah, it is true. You only live in this lifetime. You are only alive this one time. I do believe in reincarnation. That's my own personal belief. So I believe that we need to make the best of what our life is now, because we are meant to be alive now. If we weren't meant to be alive, then we wouldn't be here. So yeah, it's like if we're meant to make the best of this life and everything is temporary, then our troubles are temporary. Our troubles are temporary because of the fact that they're meant to give us insight into ourselves. Everything is meant to give us insight into ourselves, I think. I honestly feel that because we are meant to keep growing. We are meant to keep understanding, keep learning. I mean, we're not born on this planet as an infant knowing everything. Well, we might not have been. We may have known everything and then forgotten it as we got older, and now we have to relearn it again. I'm not exactly sure how that process works. But I do know that we don't know everything. And as soon as you think you know everything, guess what? You don't know humility. And that's one thing you don't know. So, I have a Snoopy pup. Mwah. So yeah, thoughts. Just thoughts. I'm just going to ramble, y'all. Bear with me. I don't know how long I'm going to ramble. I am actually debating on if I want to go down to that restaurant that's close by, just walk over there and have some ramen soup. Or I can make my own soup. I think I'll make my own. I think that I am going to take the leftover turkey broth that I made from the leftover turkey, and yeah, I think I'm going to make some soup. Ooh, egg drop soup. Oh, I love it. Yes. Because all that is basically I can boil the broth, get it all nice and hot, throw in some veggies or some whatever's like little something or others. Probably some onion. Probably some small diced carrots. Let's see, trying to think. What sounds good? Maybe some small diced potatoes. It's a kind of one of those cold, dreary days that like soup does sound really, really yummy. And then you take an egg or two and you whisk them up real good until it's all mixed up. And you drizzle them in the soup and it cooks as you drizzle. I like that. I think I'm going to do that. That sounds really good. I don't know if I want noodles in it or not. No, probably not. Potatoes are good enough. It's like potatoes or noodles. Potatoes. Yeah, potatoes. Talk food with me, I will talk your ear off for hours. Talk children with me, I will talk your ear off for hours. Talk herbs with me, I will talk your ear off for hours. There's a couple of things that I am extremely passionate about. And then there's other things that I know just enough to be dangerous and carry on a conversation. I can carry on a conversation with almost anybody because I know just enough. I'm not scared to learn more, and that's the cool thing. It's like people don't, because they don't know something, they don't want to talk to somebody that does know something. But if you think about it, how are you going to learn unless you talk to them? So it's like, I'm just going to, like, if I know just enough, then I'm like going to start the conversation, carry it on, and I'm going to learn some more. And then I'll know just a little bit more just enoughs, and a little bit more just enoughs, until I get to where I'm like, okay, I'm at that point where I'm comfortable with knowing what I know. Doesn't mean I know it all, but it's like everybody has that point. It's like there's a cup and you fill it up with what you want to know. And some people it's here, some people it's here. And when you're satisfied with how full it is with that information, a lot of people don't realize that they can move on from that cup to another cup and fill the next one up. As long as you have that cup on the side, you can always go back to it, sip from it, keep that knowledge, and go to the next cup. And all of that that's the way my brain works. My brain has a bunch of little cups at different levels of, like, all the way around, like, all the way around of, I guess, files or, yeah, like stacks of information. All different levels, so just enoughs. Just enoughs. That's what I'm going to call it. My knowledge is just enoughs. Just enoughs to make me happy, just enoughs to make me be able to carry on a conversation, just enoughs to make me friendly. Ah, dog. Oi, oi, oi. No, get down, down. Happy down. Okay, I said happy, but I didn't call you. Okay. Anyways. I think that my rambling has gone on enough. I don't know if this is going to help anybody. I don't know if anybody's even going to watch this. I love you if you do watch it. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that I am alive to where I can share this with as many people as want to see it. I'm not going to sit there and say, I want everybody to see it. I really don't want everybody to see it. Honestly, please, just share it with the people that you think might benefit from it. I don't need trolls. I'll ignore them. I've had trolls in the past. I've had some really weird ones. But yeah, for the most part, I'm grateful. Share it with those that need it. In all actuality, those that need to hear from me will see this. So that's awesome. I love you guys. Until next time, okay? I'm going to try and get better. It's just my work schedule has been insane, so I'm going to try and get better at doing a couple of these. These are actually kind of fun. I get to vent a little bit. I get to kind of share, hopefully touch somebody to where they understand that they're not alone in this wacky, crazy, weird world, and they can be themselves. Because that's the only person you can be. If you're trying to be somebody else, it's already taken. Be yourself. So yeah. Love you guys. Mwah. Be yourself. Be alive.